if you were talking to a copywriter in the creative sort of brand sphere, what would you be saying to them in terms of like their, upping their skill set or some kind of knowledge that they need to get their heads around to protect their career and so on?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So if you're a writer in an organization or a content manager and you want to protect your career, I think that you can do several things. So first of all, everybody has access to ChatGPT and Claude. Claude is my LLM of choice. I think it's still the best LLM for copywriting. If you have the premium version of Claude, you can set up a project. In a project, you want to give it all the brand guidelines of the company, all the context of the company. You want to go through all the social media posts and find the ones that have done the most well or that meet the objectives of the company and give those to the project. You also want to specify the data. So if you're on LinkedIn, how many followers and how many connections do you have and who are these people? If it's Instagram, then information about that as well, the visuals of the posts as well. So you want to give all of that to a project, we call it in Claude, or in ChatGPT, I think it's a custom GPT. So you really want to spend a few hours setting that up. You want to engage the right people in the team to be able to do that. You want to feed all that information to the project. And then the second component will be some custom instructions. So the custom instructions will be giving you the step-by-step breakdown of what you want the content piece to be. So this can be how many words it is, what words it should use, what tone it should take. But the number one thing you need to do is to give it examples. Remember, an LLM is a prediction machine. So the more specific information you can give it, the better output you're going to get. Inputs equals outputs. So that's the first thing that you can do in a nutshell. I also think people need to think about prompting in a different way. I think people think that prompting is a 5-minute job or a 10-minute job. In fact, I think prompting is a 1 hour, 2 hour, potentially even 3 hour job. And it's really important to get right, to get the outputs that you want. And you also want to enable all your employees to be thinking about what LLM to choose from. So give them the creative freedom to choose the LLM that works best for them. Maybe they want to experiment with GPT 4.1 that just came out, or maybe they want to use Claude, and ask them to experiment and see which one is producing the best copy and which LLM do they like working with.